it's Danny Nicole, and I am finally back with another video. In this video, we're going to be walking through my DIY trim, I guess you can call it, and then it's just going to transition into a Bantu knot out with my favorite brand, Eden Body Works. As you can see, I'm starting on stretched hair. Hold on, let's get this quick Snapchat selfie up in there. Yes, girl, smiles for your life. Follow me on Snapchat at Dana Danish. But my hair already had the leave-in conditioner, the oil, the cream, and everything in it. I just blew it out with my handleless hair dryer on a hot setting first, and then on cool to kind of like close everything up. And I like to part my hair in kind of like an X when I do a Bantu knot out, because I don't like to have that part right in the middle of my head. I kind of like to have those curly bangs popping, so I put my hair in this X to kind of prevent that like separation right down the middle. So I'm just going to continue separating my hair, trying to get these parts as straight as possible, but your girl is not the best at that on her own head. Like, I can slay a part on somebody else's head, but y'all, on my head, I'm just grateful to get by. So I'm just going to put this in those 4 sections, like I said, in the shape of the X, and you can see the crookedness all over. Woo, Jesus, look at that one right there. Oh, but it's okay, because once the hair is done, we're just going to pick it out anyway. Now I'm going to start making smaller sections that I'm going to trim and then ultimately put in a Bantu knot. Just like when you're styling your hair, when you're trimming, you want to make sure your hair is thoroughly detangled. I'm using a fine tooth comb because it'll kind of like lay everything flat, and I'm just going to cut that off. All of that right there, we're just going to cut it off. You guys know that I am not a professional, as you can see, and I really don't care you know, what's happening when I trim my hair, as long as I can get the unhealthy and damaged ends off. So as long as I get those off, I'm pleased. But we're just going to do that basically all over my head, and as we finish those smaller sections, we're going to apply some product and put in a Bantu knot. So after I finished trimming, I just applied a little bit more of oil, and then of course my absolute fave, my Eden Body Works All Natural Curl Defining Cream. This styler is bomb. Like, I used to doubt its abilities to hold an actual style without a gel, but then I saw the light, and I'm here to stay. So I put that on my hair to kind of hold the curl, and I'm using my Tangle Tamer to detangle and spread it through, and then we're just going to go ahead and Bantu knot. I like to coil my knots. I'm not one to do a 2-strand twist and then knot it up. Personally, my hair is like really thick, so when I do that method, the knot is huge, and I don't want to go through that. So I'm just going to coil it. And when I Bantu knot, this is the part where everybody usually messes up. You want to make sure that you're wrapping the knot at the bottom each time. And if you see my hands, I'm kind of like coiling it in the other direction, like an unscrewing motion, because I'm making room for the hair so that it won't be like super duper tight, pulling on my edges. So that's where people mess up, but this is how your knot should look, kind of like a little tower. Now we're on to the other side of this section, and we're going to repeat the same things that we did on the first section. Detangle it, make sure it's all smooth and laying flat, and then we're going to trim it off. In this section, my eyes were like just going all over the place. I was seeing split ends and other, look, there it is. I was seeing split ends in other areas, and this is a trim. We're not about to leave that there, so of course I had to cut that off. And I didn't care if it was like higher than the other sections. I would not want that split to stay and go, you know, up my hair shaft, so I cut it off. And once again, applying the product, detangling it, and spreading it with my tangle tamer, and then we're going to coil it up into the Bantu knot. Once again, you want to make sure that you are wrapping the hair at the bottom of the knot to produce that little tower that you see that's already formed on my head, and kind of like unscrewing it in the opposite direction each time, just to make sure that the knot's not too tight, and also to you know, just make it comfortable and make sure that it formats properly. I'm going to stop here. I have a Bantu knot tutorial already on my channel if you'd like, and I can put the link in the description box or on the screen somewhere. But this is what my hair was looking like at the end, and this is actually the morning after, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to film this takedown for you guys, so I really hope that you enjoy it, because I'm pretty sure I was late to work that day. But I just applied some oil to my hands, and I'm unscrewing the knots in the opposite direction to get them to, you know, fall down, but still not destroying the curl pattern or creating any frizz. And I'm just going to do this all over my head, and then once I have them all down, I'm just going to give it a quick shake to kind of like loosen everything up so that I can separate them. And now it's time for the separation. I applied some more oil to my hands, and this is when I try to be as gentle as possible so that I don't like super duper mess up the curls. Like, we did good unscrewing those knots, but this is where it really gets real. We got to make sure we preserve, honey. So the oil is very essential because it'll kind of help your fingers kind of glide on your hair and not be so struggly to separate. And if you detangled really well at styling, this process will be even easier. So I'm just using my fingertips, feeling where the hair naturally wants to separate. As you can see, some of the sections are still large, but that's fine because obviously those didn't want to come apart. And I'm not going to force it, because if I force it, I will create the frizz. But I'm going to do this all over my head, reapplying oil to my fingertips if needed. And then afterwards, I'm going to give it another quick shake, and we're going to fluff and style. Here's a quick close-up of a separated side and a not separated side. This ain't it, so we finna keep going. And if you look at my hand motion, I'm still kind of unscrewing the knot that's been taken down to separate it, and this kind of helps it, you know, find its way on its own without me even having to use my fingertips to feel where it wants to separate. And then I just kind of use my hands when I feel like it's not trying to do anything. So after this, my curls are looking so good. Like, it's super duper shiny. Not that I expected anything less from Eden Body Works. Like, they always get me right, but it looks really good, and I'm really pleased with it. The bangs obviously did not work. My hair is too long in the front, so I just kind of improvised. I did a little shake, and I just left out, honestly. Like I said, I was running late for work, so I did not have time to play. After the fluffing, that's pretty much it for me. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you don't be careless with the scissors like me, but at least you know that trimming at home is possible. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media handles. Those are in the description box. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!